they do that in Rick and Morty? I can't remember. Like the Sophie's Choice thing.
Feel like
Probably.
Hello.
Hi.
Mr. Oz.
My free trial of HBO. I'm gonna check out the new Lovecraft show. See if it's any good.
Yeah, the trailers look pretty cool for it. Better be good. I love Lovecraft shit.
I'm paying $0 for 7 days for this shit. It better be amazing.
Oh yeah, that Lovecraft show. I want to see that too.
Hey, CMF.
Yeah, Shrek.
Kind of like here in the middle of nowhere and see nobody. So I don't know what my character was doing last session.
Oh, right. You were following along.
Where'd I go? Oh, I'm over here. Okay.
There's Vampire.
Oh, we didn't move very far. Okay.
No, but a lot was revealed.
We lost the freaking game. I'm disappointed.
I won the game.
Boy, did Cinny.
A lot happened last session.
What good is being proficient in empires if you're gonna lose anyway?
I did.
Did you actually watch the video, Shrek?
Yeah.
Aw, dude, the boy.
Yeah, she watched
I
the
was
VOD on
disappointed.
Saturday.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like I looked back right afterwards and I was adding my fucking initiative instead of my proficiency. I would have won.
But sometimes that's the way the dice rolls, or I guess the pawn moves forward.
No, then I single-handedly slayed a demon lord, so no big deal. I'll take that instead.
You
Send you-
lost an empire. You're no longer worth anything.
Oh, that's why I gave it back to him. I couldn't carry the burden, the shame of my empire board anymore.
How's it going? How do I sound?
You sound like it's using your mic from your actual laptop and not from your headset.
You are correct. I don't have my mic with me.
Rip. It's acceptable.
It's gonna sound like a mid-tier
I can't play like
cam
this.
girl. If you guys are gonna take it serious, me and Joe are just gonna leave.
Actually, don't you know that you have to talk like this?
Oh Jesus.
Oh, we're eating up microphones now.
I wasn't eating it. It was just right in front of my face.
What if I
Yeah.
talk like this?
You aren't living until you hear fucking phone Discord seem off. It just hits different.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's see. What music playlist should I go through? Unstoppable Evil? No.
90s hip hop.
Nightmare?
K-Love.
Nightmare? No. Ah, here we go. Mysterious Quiet.
Sorry we broke your demon cube, sir.
And Joe, why don't you go ahead and let us know what happened last session? Also, I am playing audio. The beginning part is quiet. This whole playlist is pretty quiet. It's more ambiance.
Sounds like a low rumbling.
It is.
Okay, so last time. Okay, yeah. So apparently the Drow were hired to kill Lorthun. We find out that Kinyel hired them. Wait, we weren't here last time. We're outside the what's it called? We went to the Drow. Yeah, so we ended up going to the Drow headquarters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're. Oh yeah, so we go with Cyrac after chit-chatting with him, and then Cyrac seems that he's pissed about Kinyel hiring them, so Judge already assumes that he has nothing to do with it. And then we over in front of the door, I think we meet Gazrim? Or was Gazrim with us? Oh no, Gazrim. Okay, never mind. So Gazrim knows about. God, I totally forgot the beginning part of it. So anyone want to help me out?
They know what about Joe. What happened?
We tried to
Pretty much
not pay for the ring, and then we had to pay for the ring.
We didn't. We couldn't interrogate the Drow guy because he just basically walked away. I'm assuming that's not two campaigns ago. But
that was last campaign. That was
last campaign. So, anyways, we followed back to the Drow's hideout. What's her name was there? The Drow chick. Pretty much, we got her arrested by her own folks. She pulled out the jewel that was being very tempting to everyone around. Everyone felt like they were being drawn to it. We met a little gnome, whatever his name was. Hold on, Flink. We met a little Flink who was the owner of the stone who wanted to give it to Yantha because he quote unquote loved her.
So he wasn't the owner. He was the one that took it during the negotiation. He took it.
Right.
Yeah.
So he took it from the Dwergar, who then because he took it because Yantha really wanted it and he loved Yantha, and then a gargoyle took it from him. And I'm assuming that the gargoyle that took it from him was the one that fell in love with the Drow female. And after that, the Drow kept it in their stronghold because we couldn't convince them to give it to us. So we then went back to the Zentaran area and we tried to move on with our lives to go to Graven Hollow. And it cost us a lot of money to finally find out where Graven Hollow could be. Then after that, there was a game between Cine and the Beholder. Cine lost, as Rektor had mentioned, proficient in that game for no reason. And then after that, we went to bed. Cine has a soft spot for gnomes, so he wanted to help Flink, and he felt that the crystal was somewhat tied to demons. So the next day, the party decided to go to the Drow to try to get a meeting with the Drow. He went to go talk to Gazrim. He then was able to assign us, or I guess give us an audience with the Drow captain. And our party went into the Drow captain's stronghold. We mentioned that the crystal may be somewhat cursed, or there was something really going wrong with the crystal. Judge touched the crystal. Judge started, I don't want to say going crazy, but something happened to Judge, and he wanted to do something, but Cine knocked him on the head. And then after Cine knocked him on the head, everyone felt the drawing power of the crystal, and we find out that we have this ominous feeling that it is, what's his name? It's Fraz Urblu or something like that. So Fraz Ublu is the demon, and then Cine decided that fuck it, we might as well break it. We have all these guys around us. If he comes out, we may have a chance. He breaks the crystal disappears. He screams in pain, air quotes, in pain, and that's it. Then after that whole crystal ordeal, we then came back to the Zentarum hideout. I don't know if I missed anything else.
No, it was... Yeah, what you said.
That's what I had.
Anyone have anything else to add to it?
Cine talked to that deep gnome, Flink. Thunderbonk.
And then I fucking thunderbonked Joe.
Yeah, you did. I tried to shield it.
Nothing really important. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I really don't know why the fuck we're back here. I thought we were gonna do something else, but I guess we're back here.
We're telling Gaz about it.
Yeah,
we're
you
telling
guys
Gazrim about it.
Because he said he's the one that arranged the meeting for us. Be like, oh, everybody isn't dead. Only...
Cause like I could have sworn that you wanted to do something with Yantha / the Dwergar, and at the time I was like, that's not a really good idea. But
Yeah, now we're back.
I think
Okay.
I had just told him about it when you cut us off.
Yeah. Basically, that's what ended up happening. So at the end of last session, you guys came back, gave the information to Gazrin, and essentially said that now it was a demon lord that was inside of the gem. We destroyed the gem, and the presence in the area should now be gone. And Gazrim is like taking in all of that information, and he seems to be like pondering the next move. So Gazrim is he's sitting on his chair in front of his little lodge, and after being told all of this, he's scratching his chin, and he says aloud, I'm curious as to how this is going to affect the further negotiations between the Dwergar and the Deep Gnomes.
That's definitely something to consider. That whole thing that happened between them was basically just because of the demonic influence.
Gazrim nods, and then he says, I'm fairly certain the Dwergar, regardless of the nefarious origins of the gem, are going to be fairly upset that the gem is destroyed. And he looks to the side, and then he looks at all of you, and then he looks at Flink, who is near you guys, and says, "My expectation is that they're going to be expecting financial recompense."
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to see money from this.
Yeah.
Gazrim nods, and he says that the Dwergar tend to be quite the stubborn bunch. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work out for them. And then he's going to continue, and he says, quite frankly, the feud between the two of them would have been quite financially opportune for the Zentarum here, as we were so close to formulating our deal between the Drow. But given the recent circumstances and the issues within the inner circle of the Drow, I'm not so sure if that deal is going to be taking place anytime soon. And he taps his knee as he sits back in his chair and takes a big inhale and says, I believe that perhaps it would be best to foster peace in Mantle Dareth.
Well, even if your plan had worked with the crystal still out there causing all kinds of trouble, it would only been a matter of time before it came back to the Zentarum.
I mean, you can still do your plan. Now that the other two groups know about the crystal and its whereabouts.
You mean the destroyed crystal?
I mean, we know it's destroyed. The Dwergar and the Deep Gnomes don't.
So when you say that, Gazrim, a big grin goes across his face when you say that, and he says, oh my, you half-orc, are you suggesting that the Zentarum join in allegiance with the Dwergar and the Deep Gnome to launch a siege on the Drow?
No, why would I? You can still do your plan on making them to fight each other out to make your profit. I just want some of my money back.
Oh, he nods and he's like, oh, I misunderstood. I see what you mean. So you're saying that we don't let them know that the gem ended up in the Drow's possession in any case and let them continue.
Right.
He, his smile grows wider when he connects the dots and he says, yes, maybe that would work out. If they end up offing each other, the Zentarum could have a complete foothold here, and we could split the entire power in Mantle Dareth between us and the Drow.
I think the only way that plan's going to work, though, is in that I'm going to point at Flink. Whatever information Flink decides to share, he might have to line his pockets.
Well, I believe if he says the crystal's destroyed, Yonta probably will not like that. So maybe he needs to keep saying, you know, as I look at Flink, like maybe you got to keep saying that you're going for it because you love her so much. You know, I don't know. You know.
So Flink like stammers and he like looks left and right. He's kind of sheepish at everyone giving him so much attention right now, and he says, "I don't think she knows I took it."
Oh, let's keep it that way then.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "You have a very important job in Mantle Dareth. And that is for Yantha not to find out."
So Gosram says, he like looks and then he looks at all of you and he says, "You know, there is a far less expensive and easier way to deal with this loose end."
No.
You just see me like shaking my head with thumbs up at him.
I'm gonna grill.
I'll be like,
Mac.
you know what? You're right. All right, we're taking him with us.
Flink he gasps and you see him turn white essentially.
And I'll
will he
look
fit inside
dead
the
at
bag of
Flink.
holding?
No. I'll look dead at Flink. It's like I'll look at him and be
keep an eye
like,
on him.
listen, it's your life, or you come with us.
Yeah, I mean, we'll put it simply. You go and you tell what we want you to tell them, or you're gonna have...
No, he
And I'm
doesn't. He
appointing-
just disappears.
Well,
he
it's
disappears
either
with
he
us.
does that, or he has the entire Zentarum.
Because
coming after him.
even if we were to leave the city and he were to go tell somebody, and I'll look at Gazram, there may be an accident that happens to him.
So Flink is now like shivering, like he's like shaking in fear, while Gazram is he like claps his hand a couple times and he says, my, you lot sure are exciting, aren't you?" And then he looks at Flink and then he looks at all of you and he says, "I don't care what happens to him, quite frankly, so long as we can continue the status quo as it presently sits." And he like looks at his fingernails and sort of rubs his thumb across them as he says that. He puts his hand out and he looks at his fingers again and says, "If that ends up being the case, then you lot leaving to your destination could happen at any moment and no one would be the wiser."
I'm gonna like kind of crouch down at Flink, and he looks. I'm assuming he looks really scared, right?
Yeah, he's really scared, and like he like lets out a very small like whimper, and he says something. You barely catch it, but he says something like, "But Yantha."
Be like, Yantha is upset that the crystal was gone. Yantha, I understand that you loved her, but there's plenty of Yanthas out there. We even found some Yanthas in what the hell is this place called? Not Grackles, Blinktonstone. We know how to get to Blinktonstone, and I'm sure we can find another couple Yanthas around your age over there. I mean, come on, you're a young. I'm gonna look at him. You're a young boy. Don't you feel like you want to go out and see the world?
Lord.
I'm trying my hardest here to like act like a parent.
Yeah, let me see. I'm going to give you inspiration first off, and then let me see a persuasion roll.
I'm gonna be using that inspiration to give myself advantage.
All right, I'm gonna compete. So if your roll is low, it's gonna be depending on what he rolls.
All right, well, here we go. Oh well, he didn't believe me.
It actually tied.
Oh.
Oh, so you got -2.
Oh shit! No, I was fudging that roll. God damn it! I wanted to go for the roleplay. Fuck.
Well, you can still go for roleplay. We don't know.
Yeah, well, we didn't see it. There. Oh, there.
Whoa.
Damn
We
it! I
don't
was
know.
fudging that roll. Fuck!
I think you rolled the wrong stat. The thing
Oh,
for it.
You roll perception.
Whoops.
The other P.
I'm gonna. Can I?
Oh,
Okay.
look, I rolled a 12.
Great.
See, look, it was a 12.
That's...
So Flink is like, well, if you want, Mac, you can add, if you want to make it real, you can, what's it called? Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration. I'll, you know what I will do? I'll go up to Gruk, and behind Gruk the whole time while he's giving the speech, I'll be like, I'll give him like head nods, and then I'll like give him like the finger across the neck, and be like, ugh, face, and be like, ooh, you know, and then I'll be like, come with, you know, give like thumbs to us, be like, ooh, come with us, yeah, happy face, and I'll slap Gruk on the back of the.
He points to Gazrim, he does a slit throat, he points to us, he does thumbs ups.
So you can roll with a D6 on top of that.
Okay, I got 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's still legitimate. Everything is still legitimate.
Everything is fine.
So Flink seeing this and being moved by what Gruk said, he seems kind of sad that at the prospect of him leaving, you know, his home and a place he's been so long, and he says, "Well, do you know how long it's going to take us to get to Blingdenstone?"
Depends on the route. I believe Blingdenstone. I'm gonna look at where's our friend who was with us, and now I can't see their icon anymore. Slatus Vadir, and be like, I'll be like, Slatus, you mentioned that Blingdenstone was, and I'll point like, I guess south.
From
that
here,
away.
I believe from here it is technically north, so it'd be the right side of the screen.
Okay, so yeah, I'll point northish because I remember him telling us the directions of where he was, and he kind of knew the area where he was on the cliff. And be like, you did mention Blingdenstone is about that away, about a couple days.
Yeah, so Slatus, like, he claps his hand once and bows his head and nods, and he says, yes, friends, absolutely. Blingdenstone is only a couple days' travel from here if we cross the Dark Lake. And then he, like, tilts his head to the side a little and says, but I don't know where this mythical Graven Hollow place is, and where the location of that place is relative to Blingdenstone.
I'm sure Bishop can kind of give us a leadway when it comes to where we go Graven Hollow, because I'm assuming he has the ring on him. And I'll look at Gazrim and be like, I can assume this ring sort of gives us a way towards Graven Hollow.
Gazrim looks at you, Gruk, and then he shifts his gaze towards Bishop, and he smiles, like, really, really broadly, and he says, Bishop will be more than helpful in his guidance towards Graven Hollow, I can assure you.
Okay, well, if Graven Hollow is somewhere near Blingdenstone, we do it on the way. If Graven Hollow is the opposite side of Blingdenstone, we go to Blingdenstone first, and then we go to Graven Hollow. Does that sound like a plan? And I'll look at the rest of the group.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me.
Sounds good. Cindy's gonna think for a moment and look at Yazrim like, oh, by the way, in a totally unavoidable situation we had earlier with the Dwergar, we ended up losing a scroll of teleportation. Do you know anywhere we could find a replacement? Something similar in the meantime?
Gazrim, he laughs when you say that, and he says, you misplaced a scroll of teleportation. Do you have any idea of the value of a scroll of teleportation?
Oh, I know exactly where it went. I didn't misplace it.
He says, then, if that's the case, then you understand the value of a scroll of teleportation, no?
I do. Is there, why don't you, look through my stuff, see if there's anything you want to hold for collateral.
So Gazrim, he like laughs and he says, "My good man, City, do you believe the Zentarum Enclave to be a pawn shop?"
Well, I would think that it would be in your best interest just to help us out, and if we can just go to Graven Hollow, learn what we need to do, and teleport back, you're gonna get your information a lot quicker. Start making money faster.
Gazrim like sort of shrugs his shoulders and he says, "I'll be honest with you, lot. I'm not that interested in Graven Hollow. I've been. This endeavor is entirely on your behest." And then he says, "I've already made my money from our exchange."
Grok is gonna like grumble as he says exchange.
And he continues and says that just to give you a idea, City, the minimum usual price for a scroll such as a scroll of teleportation is roughly 5,000 gold, and that is the minimum. He says that prices of a scroll of that quality can exceed 25,000 gold.
Well, in our circumstances, I really feel like we got our value out of it. 7 not dead people was pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. I believe that too, as I look both at Cinny and Judge.
What did I do?
Doesn't even remember.
So Gazrim says, I'm going to be honest with you, lot. There's just no way I can let a scroll of teleports off, especially at free, despite how well acquainted we've become.
Well,
It says worth a shot. I could use the cardio anyway, I guess.
we're like, well, it's gonna be on Bishop to tell us which way to head first, and if it's in the direction of Blanktonstone, so be it. If not, then we're gonna put that on a back burner.
Wait a moment. What if I
Yeah.
sing the best song you've ever heard your whole life? Could that change it, maybe?
Oh my, Gazrim's gonna look at you, Mac, and he's gonna say, would your performance be worth 10,000 gold, Mac?
Why, I wouldn't see why not. I have tales as
Grog is
great
gonna
as
cover his ears.
Gazrim is going to he's gonna look you up and down, and he's going to say, as much as I'd appreciate your song, Mac, there is simply no way that any performance could be worth a value that extraordinary.
How about I give you just a little taste of it, so maybe you could decide.
He motions his hand for you to go ahead and
While he's
perform.
sitting here being like annoying, distracting, can I kind of like try and sneak out and see if I can kind of get away while he's distracted and look around a little bit? Is this
Yeah, you can just slink away.
is there
Yeah.
is this stonework? Do you hear anything?
This whole place, yeah, everything here is stone.
Okay, so I'll have advantage on my stealth.
We not make all the factions angry at us.
It's a challenge,
You know
dude.
what? I'm involved.
Advantage. Up. Okay. Wow. Fucking 7 with a die. Okay, well, I'm just gonna lean up against the side of the building. Ooh, oopsies. I think I had my knees locked or something.
Well, are you going to perform, Mac?
Yeah, I don't have a song ready per se, but it's gonna be about 1 minute and 10 seconds long, so if anyone wants to do something during that. But I'm definitely going to attempt to do this on him.
So you're going to try to charm him.
Yeah, through my performance of beauty and wonder.
Oh baby.
Because I believe even if I fail, he doesn't know.
Yeah, that's so neat. God, Sorcerer Bard is so dumb. They do so many things.
1 sec.
I believe. Let me double check it.
It says right there, target succeeds. That target has no hint. You try to charm them.
I could just say my. I'll if it comes to where he thinks I was trying to charm him, I'll say something towards that. But it would just be a tale. The song would just be more or less about so far what we the Abyss Watchers have gone through during our time in Mental Dareth.
Okay, so
you
wisdom
ca-
saving throw then.
Well, you cast it on me, so I can use my trait that I haven't been able to use yet.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw of it's gonna be kind of low. 16.
All right, let's see.
But damn it!
He rolled a 19.
Yeah, I figured as much as worth a shot. But is it still cool if I roll like to see how good the song was?
Sure, you can roll a performance.
All right. Perfect. That's what I was hoping for.
Wow.
Good thing Gruck is covering his ears.
That's what I was hoping for. I was so.
So, what instrument are you performing with?
My bagpipe, and this time around I accidentally forgot to clean it out before putting it together.
So, like, you hear like dust sputtering out of it, and like little pebbles like coming out, and it's like it's definitely off tune. It's like you haven't even tuned it since the last time you played it. It to the point where like even Flink is like as he hears you playing it, and Slatus is like politely smiling, nodding his head as you're performing, while
Like internal screaming in his eyes.
Gazrim is sitting there, and like 5-6 seconds into the song, he just puts his hand up and he says, and he looks over at Lorthun and he's like, Lorthun, do you think you've heard enough? And Lorthun just like gazes at you, Mac, like menacingly, like very. Let me roll an intimidation.
Oh goodness.
You can do a what's it called? A charisma saving throw, or not charisma? Wisdom saving throw to try to beat it.
That's wisdom saving throw, bro.
So he intimidates you, Mac, and he just gazes at you as Gazrim asks him if he's heard enough. You feel like his presence look towards you.
You know, it might be the atmosphere down here. I'm just not used to it, I guess. All right, well. Okay.
So Gazrim nods, and then he looks at everyone, and then he looks at Bishop specifically and says, Bishop, is there anything that you believe you will need before you escort our... And then he smiles at everyone and says, newly made friends to their destination.
Teleportation scroll.
Please.
I'm not asking for that. I do mention that if Lincolnstone is in the opposite direction, we're not gonna go that direction because I have to return this ring in 180 days.
Gazrim nods his head as Bishop recites this repeats this to everybody.
Well, that's fine. You don't need to come. I mean, you have no reason to want
Yeah,
to come
we'll
to Lincolnstone
go
with
to
us.
Blinktonstone and then we'll come back.
Yeah, you can stay if you want.
I don't know about that. I've learned a lot about Bishop right now. And I pull up my notepad. He doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep, he's made of metal, he doesn't have dreams. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, I don't know. Do you go to the bathroom? I like to, when I go to the bathroom, I like to sit down all the time. It's really relaxing. How about you?
You pee sitting down, Mac?
Yeah, it's nice and relaxing. Nothing wrong with that. Take a moment. It's nice. As I look at Bishop and see if you even can take off his clothes.
My clothes are actually melded onto me, basically.
See, that's 5 things. It's a perfect companion, if you ask me.
You'll want to come to Blingdenstone Makers. Plenty of things to write more enthralling songs about.
Well, I'm definitely down. I'm always down to travel.
So Gazrim like just mentions casually and says, whatever you hope to find at your location that you're going towards, I do believe you end up finding it, and who knows, it could lead you to your next destination, to Blingdenstone, to Manzoberenzan, and then he like chuckles to himself when he says that, or back to Grackle Stew, or whatever is left of Grackle Stew.
Kruk is gonna raise an eyebrow at the Grackle Stew comment and be like,
Whoops.
yeah, about them.
I'll say to Gazrim, well, if it's not too much trouble, then can we at least rest here for the night before we leave, so we have a little bit of security?
Gazrim nods his head and he says, by all means, my good friends, you are welcome within the Zentarum Enclave in Mantle Dareth at any point in your adventures. And he smiles very, very toothy grin when he says that.
I look at him and ask, given that a scroll of teleportation is way far out of our price range currently, perhaps there's some potions that the Zentarum we could take off their hands.
Let's see.
Being a factive agent and all.
Okay, let's see a advantaged persuasion roll.
I'm gonna try something on him while he's saying that to see if he actually gets affected by bardic inspiration.
Great. I switched from charisma to intelligence for my warlock, and now I don't have shit for persuasion.
Oh no.
Oh, you have advantage, and oh, there you go.
And you get an extra d6. I don't know if this actually will affect him or not. I mean, it should technically.
Yeah, it does.
Whoa!
So Gazrim nods his head and says, Bishop, why, of course, if you believe that it would indeed be beneficial to your trek, then by all means you have the Zentarum's equipment at your disposal. And then he like snaps his finger twice, and a commoner comes up. He's gonna like lean to the side of his chair, say a couple words. The commoner is going to exit to the side, and he's gonna come back with like an assortment of potions with him. You look at it and you see that he's got like a bunch of potions, and Gazrim is like looking through them as he's like, you know, he's just like thumbing through them, and he's just like thinking to himself, he's like, potions of giant strength, no. Potions of water walking, So he pulls out 2 blue potions, and he pulls out 4 red potions. He hands you, Bishop, 2 blue potions and says that if you're going to be traveling across the Dark Lake, I believe that perhaps these 2 potions of water breathing might be beneficial. And then he pulls out the red ones and he gives you them. There's 2 red ones that are larger than the other 2 red ones, and he says these 2 potions of greater healing will be of benefit, and then these 2 potions of healing should assist you as well.
Mautobu inserts himself in between the 2 of them and says, I'll just take these off your...
Did she like close the door to the storeroom when you walked in? I'm just gonna try and get a peek. Just a little peeky peek.
Let's see, which storeroom did she go into? Hold on. Hold on. She went to that one, which is yeah, you see in that one There seem to be a lot of empty glass bottles, scroll cases, water skins, sacks, tankards, empty or iron pots, that kind of thing. So it just seems to be like a liquid, like a holding area, a bunch of like liquids and containers and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah, Gazrim hands the party that. So however you guys want to divvy that up and give it to whoever. It's 2 potions of. I should probably give you guys the potion of water breathing.
I got the other 2 already. It was potions of healing and potions of greater healing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Let me go ahead and send that over so you guys have an actual item for it. Okay, it's in the general items tab. In the magical items. You guys see that in the items directory?
Mm-hmm.
So just
Yeah,
keep. Yeah, so there's 2 of them, so keep track of who's gonna have
Oh,
them
okay,
and shit.
cool.
Bishop, you want to hold on to them?
Sure.
Okay.
I can.
Yeah,
We can
you're
distribute
melee,
them now
right?
also. Yeah, I am melee. I would say I can hold on to one of them, or do we have other melee characters that don't have potions on?
I have a potion of greater healing.
I can take one of the regular ones, I guess.
That's fine. Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna take a regular one since I don't have a huge health pool.
Do you, Bishop, by chance? Do you, when you go to the swimming, do you like to just stay under the water for hours on end, or do you like to just stay above?
I look at him and say, I am not a fan of swimming.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So I scribble down on my notepad again.
Mac is fascinated. So, after you guys divvy up the potions that Gazrim, in his opinion, so graciously gave you guys, he looks at everyone and says, well, if there is any other business you would like to tend to, you are more than welcome. You may pass through freely at Bishop's lead throughout the enclave and through the gates.
If you ever see Allegor, can you give him my well wishes?
Gazrim nods his head and says that why, of course, Allegor has been a great addition to the Enclave since we got our new reinforcements from the surface.
That'll be all. Thanks. Just gonna walk away or go to rest.
I'll ask the party, do we want to do anything else or just turn in and leave tomorrow?
Oh, the sooner the better. I don't think we're wholly welcome here.
I am.
You are. You are. We're not.
I'm like, it's fine. What's the problem?
Well, I wish I was a bucket of bolts that everybody loved, but
Wow, that's fucking 2020.
Yeah,
Buckets
I'm
of
offended.
bolts.
It's Mr. Bucket of Bolts to you.
It's Mr. Bucket. So yeah, you guys can do what you like for the remainder of the day. You can just crash here right now if you want to continue. If you have anywhere to go or would like to explore anything, you're more than welcome to.
I'm sending you
I
a
wanna-
DM off.
I'm gonna summon
I'm
Big Boy.
gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to Flank and I'm gonna hand him a crossbow with some bolts and be like, "You're probably better off with this instead of the dagger." Noticing how he can't even hold the dagger properly, I'm like, just point and click. It's not hard to use.
Okay, yeah, he's going to pick up the crossbow, and he's going to like nod and say that I guess it's better the further I am from the whatever's
Right.
gonna be there.
At least something to help you defend yourself, because we are going to leave the city, so you're gonna need to be around us, and if something gets too close, just point and click.
He nods his head and says, sounds good, I can do that.
And I'm gonna go to sleep.
What time of, like, is it mid, late, early day, would you say, or?
It depends on what you guys are going to be doing.
I would probably just, more or less, like, figure out why my bagpipes was shit today and clean them out. And,
You find nothing.
Yeah, right? And, I'll probably just start writing down some songs and stuff in my journal for the day before napping, or going to sleep, I should say.
Okay. Anyone else?
Nope.
I'm gonna create food and water and then cast a rank 3 bless into Big Boy.
Okay. So during the night, Cine managed to sneak out of the room, and he out of the barracks that you guys are sleeping in, and he slinked away and ran into. He was trying to sneak through the enclave and ran into a patrolling floating beholder. And Cine, as you encounter him, he looks at you and he says, "Well, are you here for another match?"
Actually, yeah, I couldn't sleep. I was out for a walk, but maybe a nice game of Empire would help calm my busy mind.
Lorthun nods and says, "Very well," and he like floats over to the side where you guys played last time, and he says that I'll have you know I have been strategizing and working out how to improve myself at this game of yours.
That's good. I'm feeling a little rusty myself. I haven't had anybody to play with since we left old Brunor's place.
He seems like he has no idea what you're talking about. So you just see like a blank expression on his face, and then he shifts his gaze back down to the chessboard that's been laid out.
Alrighty. Well, okay. Let's get down to it then.
All right, we're going to do the first roll for Lorthun at a 21.
Oh, not 0.4 plus 4. Not public. Up.
Yikes.
Yikes.
All right, we're going to do another roll for Lorthun. Oh my god, 21 again.
Christ. Oh my god, clobbered me.
Lorthun like smiles as he just wipes the floor with you, and he says, "It seems as though my practicing has indeed proven its worth."
That's incredible. I'm gonna be like really trying to like, butter him up and flatter him.
He's going to let's see a persuasion roll.
What I'm gonna say to him is, we've been here for a while. Aren't you a bit behind on your patrol?
All right, let's see a persuasion roll. Yeah.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this for advantage. God, shit ass.
Are you rolling?
You're
those
rolling it
public, by the
privately,
way?
by the way, City. Yeah, you're rolling it privately. Here, I can show this to everyone.
Did I? Oh, I thought I changed it back. Oh, I changed it back on the other one. Sorry about that.
There you guys go. Lorthun is going to.
Still don't see it.
Scroll
Yeah,
down.
they came up.
Oh,
Scroll
okay. I
down.
had to
They
scroll
came
down
up.
there, man.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so Lorthun is going to like shift his gaze back up, and he's going to say, Ha! Anyone that would be foolish enough to sneak around the Zentarum Enclave will find themselves a pile of dust in no time.
That's good to know. I was sure ashamed that Gazrim couldn't help us out with any kind of teleportation device. But oh well. I am feeling much more relaxed and relieved after that game.
Lorthun is going to just float and look at you, and he's going to say, "Upon your return, I expect another match."
Of course, the city says, and I'm gonna slink back into the barracks.
What were you going to ask, City?
Oh no, no, it's fine. I was gonna ask him about but if he's there, I'm not gonna try and continue what I'm doing, especially if he's just gonna fucking cheat, roll a 20.
Yeah, a natural 20 to his perception check, by the way. So, he got a 32. Okay, so Cine heads back into it. So, anyone else doing anything else throughout the night or throughout the day or anything like that hasn't mentioned it already? All right. Well, the night ends uneventful. You all have a great night's sleep. Everyone can get their long rest, and yeah, it is a new day.
How do you do long rest again? Oh, here we go. I found it.
I'm gonna try and find.
Oh yeah, I guess. Ah, fuck. Before I do a long rest, I'm gonna use all my spell things to make more good berries.
Don't they only last a few hours?
They last 24. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I'll have the same amount of berries as I did.
I'm gonna track down Flink, and I'm gonna try and kind of reassure him and tell him we were just kind of having to play along to get you out of there safely, kind of thing.
Yeah. Play along.
So as you're talking to Flink, you notice that he's playing with his new crossbow, trying to figure out how it works and testing the tension of the string and everything. You can tell that he's literally never fired a crossbow before.
He's staring into the arrow tip.
Yeah, exactly.
Already
It's like he's looking down the barrel.
Oh, then I'll. Oh God, my shit's all fucked up. What the hell?
Damn, bro, I didn't know Flink was fucking retarded.
Gonna.
Hey, dude, when you were 18, you were retarded too. We all were.
I didn't look down a barrel of a gun.
Refresh to see if it fixes my stuff, and then I'm gonna tell him, well, here, show me what you can do. Take a shot at me.
Flink's eyes grow really wide, and he says, "What?
Just do it. You'll be fine."
Are you sure?
Is the eye contact messing you up? Hold on, I'll turn around.
Okay. Hold on, let me pull up a crossbow real quick. What kind of crossbow did you give him? Was it a hand crossbow, a light crossbow, or a heavy crossbow, Ruck?
A hand crossbow. Well, actually, what's the one that drows get?
Or hand crossbows, yeah.
Yeah, it's a hand crossbow then.
I'm gonna be there, and before he shoots, I'm gonna cast this onto Sunny. Jokingly, of course. Okay, Sunny, check your eyes. DC 16.
Oh gosh!
Jesus.
Well, now he has advantage on it.
Wow. All right, let's do a advantage attack roll. The hell, it's not letting me do an attack roll.
Suddenly 14 attack
I'll
rolls
just roll
pop up.
2d20.
2d20. Oh, for the
He
hit.
has advantage. Yeah, he has advantage.
For the damage. Jesus Christ.
13 plus.
Wow, you can do it, buddy.
That would be a 19.
There you go. Alright, he hits.
It hits.
I only have 17 AC for how much damage?
It launches into your shoulder. Or well, let's see. I don't know that. It does 4 damage.
Dex mod plus my monk level plus a D10. Okay, well I'm gonna catch it we'll pretend like it was gonna hit me right between the eyes or something. It was a really good shot.
He basically catches it right before he hits him. He's like, oh wow.
So I don't know if this matters, but a blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability checks. I'm guessing that requires sight. I'm guessing that doesn't matter for you as a monk, though.
It's not an ability. It's just any ranged attacks that do less than a D10 plus my monk level.
Perfect. Sounds good. Just curious.
He just sensed it with his monk ways.
Yeah.
I will say this though, when Flink shot it, he closed his eyes and was shaking the crossbow as he was shooting it, and used both his fingers to pull the trigger.
Well, I want him to as he looks at me holding it, be see, pretty good shot.
Yeah, so you catch it as soon as it looses, and he opens up one eye and then opens the other one slowly and see you holding the crossbow, and his eyes just grow really wide.
Good shot.
Probably would have hurt.
He looks back down at his crossbow, and you see you're filled with determination. You see you see him feel somewhat proud of himself.
I'll go hand him back his dart and be no, make sure you can do that next time when it's somebody that's not going to play so nice.
He nods and he tries to notch it back and continues working with it.
Okay. Oh, dude, I feel so fucking warm right now.
Gruck this is happening in the barracks, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna go up to Cindy and be like, you might want to practice with him some more. I saw his form. Ugh.
I know. I think I'm gonna whisper to Greg. I think for now, getting him the confidence to hold his arm straight is more important for him right now.
And confidence ain't gonna save his life.
I think he'll be all right.
Aren't you the one of the ways with the bow? I feel like if anything, you should be the one guiding him down that route.
I mean, if he wants to shoot a bow, not a hand crossbow, sure.
Hand crossbow, bow, it's the same form of accuracy.
I'm gonna look dead in the eye with Mac and be like, what did you say?
The same.
You just crossbow shaped me.
My eyes
All
dart.
bows are the same. Right?
All bows matter him.
I mean, obviously, you put more strength on the bow, especially on the string part, but you still need to aim properly. Am I mistaken?
All right, what do I have to roll to then go into a 2-hour discussion, the intricacies of between a bow and a crossbow to Mac
you're
here?
about to get well, actually,
all right. We'll do this. We'll roleplay it this way. Gruck and Mac begin talking about how the differences are between a bow and a crossbow for at least 15-20 minutes. They're going back and forth, and it's now gotten to the point where everybody's kind of looking at each other. Everyone's awake and ready to go, and Gruck and Mac are still talking to each other, and everybody's kind of getting a little irritated, all right, it's time to go now, and Gruck and Mac are still talking.
Please stop.
I'm just gonna.
I mean, I will follow the group, but I'm going to be continually talking with Mac right now about this. This is my sole focus.
I'm cool to roll a persuasion on my end.
Oh no, he's just talking. You're not competing.
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm literally just saying this is the differences between a bow and a crossbow.
See, I see where you're coming from, of course, but I'm just saying, when you aim down the sight, you still have to keep your eye.
Clearly, you don't see where I'm coming from because clearly you see the hypertension of the strings between the two objects.
So this is exactly Apu in this clip is what Gruck is. What I posted in Discord.
Now I finally have time to do what I've always wanted, write the great American novel. Mine is about a futuristic amusement park where dinosaurs are brought to life through advanced cloning techniques. I call it Billy and the Clonosaurus.
Oh, you
Oh
have
my
got
God.
to be kidding, sir. First you
So
think of an
good.
idea that has
That
already been
is
done,
so mean.
and then you give it a title that nobody could possibly like. Didn't you think this bestseller list for
Just
18
for
months?
hours.
Every magazine cover had it.
That's kind of why I cut my sentence short, because it's just on and on and on rambling.
I'm gonna find Flink and have him start following me out and be like, it just becomes white noise after a while.
Oh man.
I don't know if anyone noticed, this is the first thing Gruk has been really passionate about.
I guess we'll go tell Gazroom goodbye. Later, nerd. Thanks for nothing.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
Oz, do you want to continue arguing until we're out of the gates of the town?
Of course. I mean, I bring up my sling, but like, see, the sling I could see it makes more sense because the way that it's contraction, but the way of a
Clearly, this sling has no contraction in it when you have to do locomotive motion towards it.
yeah. Does anyone else here use a crossbow or a bow before? I feel like this could solve this argument.
No.
He's gonna go, hop her open, boys. I'm out of here.
So what you're saying is that the strings are different at all? I feel like they're the same, of course, right?
so
No, what I'm... Go ahead. I will just continue the argument as you do the narration.
So, as you guys are about to head out, you notice that Bishop is actually leading you a different way. You guys don't go through the front gates.
Oh God.
Oh boy, okay.
What have I done?
Yeah, we're gonna hit the glory holes before we leave, boys.
I'm not stuck with the boys before an adventure.
Hold on one sec. Let me see. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on one sec.
Follow me.
I mean, I suppose.
So are you telling me that is it easier to shoot a bow or a crossbow?
They both have different properties to them. You don't see me talking about different type of performances because I'm not a performer. How do you like it if I were to say this performance is the same as another performance?
I would say,
Clearly it's the same to me.
I mean, that's whatever you say.
I'm starting
man,
another argument with him now.
Like, clear my throat. And you hear me say, I bite.
I know to Northwood as I walk by him.
Oh.
Lorthun is just gonna look at you, Cindy, as you go, and he's just gonna watch you, monitor you as you leave.
I feel so percepted.
So that is a exit.
Judge, you're standing on my foot. Please.
Your foot's under my foot.
I'll move back. I'll move back for Judge to stand there.
All right. And the party exits Enteldareth.
Woo!
I cast guidance on everyone.
Right.
So for managing to obtain Gazrim's ring, and for finishing, I guess, that area, everybody receives 3,400 experience.
Wow.
What is
So we're at 54870.
Yep.
Damn. Hopefully we find like a golden chocobo that we can kill for 10,000 XP out here.
The golden chocobo. I'm into it. Let's do it. Right now.
No.
And we're in travel mode. All right. So, as Bishop is leading the group, all of you, with Big Boy in the back, behind, or in front of, behind, Big Boy is behind Slatus and Flink. The party is moving forward. The paths that Bishop is leading the group down, you guys are noticing, are very, very different paths. They are completely different than the paths the Zentarum initially took you on. You see, like, areas that are overgrown with, like lichen and moss and leaves that they simply cut away and open up into different caverns. You see areas that from one angle look like there's no way to go through, and as you approach and get closer, you realize that it opens up to an entire cavern as the ring is leading all of you through the areas. One sec. Where is it? Let's see.
The cavern of fire.
So yeah, the caverns that
Oh,
you
Lord.
guys are going, down, they seem to have these bizarre and almost impossible-looking structures as you're walking through it. They have little rhyme or reason, but there's one thing that you all seem to notice as you're walking through. And you don't notice it at the same time. Those of you that are a little bit more perceptive or have more experience in the Underdark than others, you seem to notice that there are no creatures on whatever path that you seem to be taking. There seems to be, it's completely devoid of insects, of smaller critters, of any threats. It seems to be a completely safe path that you're currently on right now.
Doubt.
Some time passes, and Bishop basically comes to a clearing and suggests to the group that this would be a good place to rest for the evening, and that and that's it. He just says that.
Are these Zentarum-owned tunnels? Asked Bishop.
No, they aren't.
Perhaps a huge giant worm lives in here, and that's why there are no rodents or insects, because they're all eaten.
I haven't been this direction before. I'm only following the direction of the ring.
What are the odds that we'd run into something horrible like that, Matoba?
In this campaign?
Hey, Seema,
I'm
are these
gonna
structures like
look.
floating?
They almost look like they are. They're like very confusing as you're looking at them.
Can I do like an Arcana check to see if I sense magic or something?
Sure.
I'll assist.
Boom.
You can roll yours too.
Kelly. Okay. So you do an Arcana check, and you see that this area is completely magically inert. There is nothing magical about it. It just seems to be some very odd, very, very odd formed crystals and stalactites and stalagmites. The thing that really throws you off is as you're walking, your shifted perspective on it sort of makes it seem unreal. It's like when you look at like an optical illusion and then you figure out how it's like actually done. It it makes sense, but you go back to that last angle and it seems to be fooling you again.
seems to be fairly safe. I mean, we set up our alarms as usual. We should probably be all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up an alarm around the camp. Make it like... How big of a circle can an alarm be? Give me a second, let me look at this
I think
thing.
it's 20 feet, right? 20 feet radius?
20 feet? Yeah, it's a circular radius, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 20 feet cube. Yeah, so I'm gonna put an alarm around the camp, 20 feet out.
So you guys are continuing on your path to Graven Hollow. The next day, nothing happens. Nothing interferes with you. You continue to see these weird formations going through, and literal day after day after day of travel occurs. And nothing, and it becomes routine. The exact same thing. You are hiking through these paths and these walkways, and nothing is changing. The only thing that's really catching your attention is you see different formations, you see different structures, different areas, but once more, as you're continuing, you see no creatures.
Cindy's gonna like say, kind of out of breath in the middle of a journey, there is no fucking way that Gazrim did this.
Wait, what is this new image you just popped up?
It's just you guys traveling right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna look at Cindy and be like, I don't think Gazrim did all this. I feel like the ring given to Bishop is telling him the location, and this is a path to go.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's any way that he followed through this. I'm freaking beat.
And yeah, Judge is gonna say
he probably had a caravan take him.
FYI, really quick, you guys have now been traveling for about 15 days.
Oh shit.
Oh Jesus. Okay. And nothing in the scenery has changed.
Other than the rocks slightly being different every now and then, and slightly different plant life, you have not found a single creature on your path.
Okay, at least they're slightly different, and that we're not in some fucking loop.
Yeah, you know you're not doing it circles.
Ask Bishop, can you feel any change, and like, does it get stronger the closer we get, or?
Hey, I got a question about my ranger's ability, because I have the Underdark as my favorite terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, would Gruck be able to tell like the terrain that we in, any type of like, I don't want to say type of info, but like what should be living here, like what kind of fungi should be here, what kind of animals should be here, stuff like that?
So this seems like, yeah, you can do a... First off, let's just do a survival. We'll give you advantage because it's your favorite terrain.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So just based on what your knowledge is of the Underdark, you know that all of this plant life seems to be completely normal.
Okay.
In terms of the animal life, the fact that there isn't any critters or insects or anything like that, it is off-putting to you. There should be, with how densely populated the Underdark is with a variety of creatures, it is very weird that you guys are on a path. Like you have yet to trek through the Underdark with this little amount of encounters with life.
Okay.
I think we might be headed in the right direction.
Yeah, knowing the grave situation that Brunar told us about Graven Hollow, we probably are heading in the right direction.
I comment also, and I say that it does feel like we're getting closer with every step. The ring seems to be pulling me towards it, or our destination rather.
Just keep your keep close to your arms in case anything jumps out at us.
Well, they're
Can't
attached,
talk.
so I have to.
I'll look to Flink sometime during our travels and be like, well, I feel like there's still a pretty good chance we'll pop out right next to Blink and Stone, so don't worry about it.
Blink, like, he is beat tired. This is the most athletic thing he's done his entire life, and he's hating every minute of it.
I'm I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna put him up on top of Big Boy. Like, here, you can hang out up here if you ever need a break. Big Boy doesn't care.
So you guys continue traveling, and after a couple days, you realize that Flink is literally just now routinely getting on top of Big Boy, and he's not bothering to walk anymore. He's just sitting on his shoulder.
Sitting up there like eating chips, watching TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
So at this point, roughly 40 days have passed.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus,
guys-
a month and a half.
Almost a full month and we'll make it 45. We'll make it a full month and a half. A full month and a half has passed while you guys are traveling,
And we haven't encountered anything in this entire month.
no, not a single living creature. Quite
Fuck,
frankly,
man.
the only real reason that you guys even have enough rations is because of the constant supply that is being
Chantor's given us?
created. Yeah, correct. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to have any sort of you wouldn't have anything nutritious enough just from the plant life you've been seeing around you.
I miss Tappy's bacon and coffee.
Grug, I still can't believe that you think a bow and a crossbow are not different.
Oh my god.
How long do we have to
You're
go on
bringing
about
this up a month later after I've already told you the
Oh, no, we've been
differences
doing this
between
all-
the two.
We've been doing
You
this
guys have been talking the whole time.
time.
40 days straight, you guys are talking about this.
Yeah.
Yo, our group
Wow.
would murder us.
Yep.
So you guys continue.
After I
Ooh.
notice that we're not making progress, I'm gonna make Flink spar with me for a little while every night, try and kind of show him how to fight while there's things around to fight.
I guess when Cindy did say, and Mac did say made sense, so when he's sparring with him, whenever he gets some off chance, I'm going to show him how to shoot the crossbow easier so he doesn't have to freak out.
You can see that over the duration of this trek, you see him beginning to gain more and more confidence, and he's beginning to, hold the crossbow a little straighter. He's beginning to, trust his equipment more and more. So it seems to be improving.
Okay.
Yeah, because he still has his dagger that I gave him too, right? He didn't lose that.
Yeah, I didn't take that away. I just gave him the hand crossbow.
So, one sec. One sec.
As long as we don't count the cockroaches in Waterdeep, I think this is the longest I've gone without killing anything in a while.
So, upon the... Hold on. There we go.
The only stat that will have raised for Flink is agility, because all he's been doing is walking for... He's got like fucking enormous legs.
We're talking about Constitution, bro. He's getting that fucking cardio in.
Yeah, I guess.
He just has one giant arm.
He was until I introduced him to Big Boy.
It's
His
true.
reloading arm is just one size bigger than his other arm.
All right. So, after 60 days of travel,
What the fuck?
you begin to hear a rushing water come from an area that is coming towards, like, in front of you towards the right, as Bishop is leading the group. Bishop, you feel like the ring is growing increasingly strong, like the pool is increasingly strong. You feel like you're very, very close to the destination that it's leading you to.
I mentioned this to the party, and I say I feel that we are almost at our destination.
It's just a stone's throw away.
I'll,
And you just keep saying that.
I'll think.
Just one more exit, boys.
Bish has been saying that for 60 days straight.
Just
Every
a
time you
the
ask
bed.
me how it feels, I think we're
every
getting really
every
close.
morning by routine. By routine is like, we're getting closer. Every morning.
And like Bishop doesn't have to rest or like rest his knees or anything.
Yeah,
I'll be right.
it's like clockwork. It's like what's that one game, the robot, the human shit or whatever. He's just like clockwork. We're getting close.
God.
So,
Like a horrible death march of a pace also.
oh god, you're going like 6 miles an hour, like
Walking
jogging.
there.
Yeah.
He's speed walking, not moving his hips.
All right, we'll wait for Cindy to get back really quick before we continue.
Oh boy.
We'll give him a minute. And I'm gonna go take a piss while we wait for him, so give me a minute as well.
I think after 60 days we'd all be insane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would be.
Oh god, anything that's not this shit.
Dude, we're gonna see like a fucking giant Demigorgon, and then Cindy's gonna be like, yes.
Just rush right at it.
Fucking finally.
No, it's gonna be like
Something
we're
to
all
punch.
actually unconscious the entire time. We were walking through our mind.
Oh.
Fucking Gazrim is actually the Demigorgon.
He was. He set this all up. That's exactly how
God, yes.
I imagine you doing the pace.
I'm just like loving it too.
God damn it, is that Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah.
Cindy back yet? No, okay.
Yeah, he is.
BRB again.
Oh, he is?
Oh, did he?
No,
Came
he
back.
BRB'd
He's left
again.
God, I love Malcolm in the Middle.
I'm back.
It's like watching the gods return to Olympus.
Oh yeah.
God, I love the costume of that guy.
Okay. Sorry, I'm
All
back
right.
again.
Cindy's back, okay.
I'm still
So-
watching Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, here we go, boys. Couple minutes pass by, and Bishop turns a corner, and slowly but surely, all of you turn the same corner, and you come across
What
to
the
a
fuck?
giant door that is flanked by two enormous stone sculptures of stone giants.
Oh, you're gonna die.
As Bishop is being pulled towards it, Bishop, as you see the door and you come to you come close to the surroundings, you're filled with certainty that this is the destination.
Well, let's turn around. This is the wrong spot.
So, from the little pool to the right, you hear someone singing strange tunes in various languages. The voice echoes up and down the tunnels.
Can I determine if even though I don't know the language per se, but could I determine, based on the pitch of the music and song, what could be the song that they're singing?
I'll try to comprehend it.
So it's singing. Yeah. Okay. Well, with comprehend languages, you definitely know. Well, okay. I'll just name him out. So it's singing in Dwarvish. It's singing in Undercommon, singing in Giant, singing in Common, and singing in Drowish. And
Hey,
it's
that's 2 out of 4.
alternating. It's alternating between all of those.
Is it all the same voice?
It is all the same voice. You notice that the voice also seems to be stretching out the S consonant as it speaks.
Oh God, snake.
Oh boy.
Can I try and like peek around the corner, use the sound to try and get by?
Okay.
See if I can get a peek at it.
Probably
So-
have Gruck Scout now.
Oh, yeah, you could just do pass too if he's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually do that. I have a feeling this might be something we saw already. You might want to get a mirror out.
A mirror? Why
where's
would
my
we need a
spellbook?
mirror?
I have a mirror.
Pass without a trace. How do I cast this? Like that, right? Nope. I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast that.
I already know I'm handsome. I don't need a mirror to show me that.
Nice.
Stealth.
Oh, everyone has
plus
it. Everyone
six.
has plus 10 on their stealths.
And advantage. Woo! There we go.
Plus 10
So-
and advantage.
Oh man.
All right. Well, Cindy does.
I have
So,
advantage.
Cindy, as you
So I
as you
have to
turn-
go with him, right? Because it says it's something around me within 30 feet of me, so I have to go with Cindy.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then all of you are going to be going together. Well, everyone's rolling, so I'm assuming all of you are going together now.
Okay.
I'm going to.
As somebody who understands the singing, I feel entitled to go.
You
Okay.
always feel entitled, Judge.
Nice.
Okay. Me and Gruck are doing a great job. Everybody.
All right.
Technically a 27.
I mean, technically, not everybody needs to come. It's just I have to go with whoever's stealthing because it's 30 feet around me.
So everybody does go.
Okay.
And what you find is, let's see. You find that the creature actually does not notice you. The creature singing joyfully is a basilisk.
Oh God.
And it seems to be just singing completely joyously without any sort of rhyme or reason. The singing that it's the tune judged, since you can understand every language, it's all songs of like historical significance, talking about battles, people of reputation, hymns, that kind of thing.
Okay. And I want to do like a history check. Are basilisks known to sing?
You don't have to do a history check.
Okay.
Basilisks are not known. They're not known to be very intelligent creatures. Not enough to be able to speak
Okay.
languages.
Cindy's
that's for
going
sure.
to go to Clink really quick and tell him to cover his eyes.
Blink is going to nod and he closes his eyes.
Okay. Look at this. State of the party. Oh,
Well-
what do I do?
It's too intelligent. We can't kill
It's too smart. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Judge and be like, if this is a basilisk, it's talking, which makes
Keep
it
in mind, this is the first thing
Nine-
you've seen in 60 days.
99.9% sure this thing can probably have some reason to it or something. I don't know. We just don't try to fight it right now.
Yeah.
Can I do a medicine check to see if I'm hallucinating?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
As long as it's not talking about bows and crossbows, I say we.
Yeah. I'm okay
Oh
with that.
man. Shantor, you check yourself and you do a couple thought exercises and you know for certain you are not hallucinating.
I'm gonna.
This is indeed the first time any of you have heard or seen of a speaking basilisk, let alone a singing basilisk.
I'm gonna take some dirt and draw like a smiley face on one of the cloths in my bag and put it on the end of my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Like moving the stick up and down.
So
sir, ma'am.
the basilisk quickly turns and it sees all of you, and as soon as it meets you with its eyes, it looks down on the ground and says, "Oh wait, yeah." A many-legged reptile stretches out as if it has been sitting for a long while, avoiding your eyes as it looks to the rocky floor at your feet. About time you lot have arrived. Come.
Oh.
The library bid me guide you to the gates, and I've waited too long for you already.
You were expecting us.
Hello, friend. We're the Abyss Watchers. Who
Yes,
might you be?
I've heard of you, Abyss Watchers. I'm Veldskar.
Can you do an insight
Pleasure.
test? Check to see if I
Pleasure
trust
to
this
meet
guy.
Sure.
you.
You have no... So, insight. Your insight's going to tell you that you find it very interesting that he's not looking you in the eyes and he's looking at the ground. You know basilisks turn people to stone based on your experiences with them in the past. So you know that he's actively attempting to not turn you into stone.
I'm gonna ask him, so there's no way to turn that off, huh?
He shakes his head and says, some believe it to be a gift, while others a curse.
Yeah, that's definitely no good. Well, I guess, sorry for keeping you waiting. Lead the way then.
You mentioned that you've been waiting for us. Who told you about us?
The library, of course.
Is the library also sentient?
Yeah, Veldskar says, why, Motobu, the library encompasses and the library eclipses.
That sounds like a different type of library than what I think you're talking about.
It's like, nice old lady lets you get an extra book because it's summertime.
Grog is going to be surprised he knew Mutobu's name.
Veldskar is going to, he's going to say, come, you'll find many more answers to all your questions inside.
I'll go and grab Flink and let him know that it's alright.
Link's going to slowly open up his eyes and see a basilisk and almost fall off of Big Boy.
I know, he looks scary, but he's a friend as far as I can tell. He's trying not to look at us.
Flink
Look at
nods.
Flink. He's not trying to eat us, so that's a good thing.
Well, he might eat gnomes, but we don't know that yet.
We don't, so that's a good thing.
So, a pair of massive basalt doors mark the entrance in front of you, flanked by stone giant statues that are completely, like, unmoving. As Veldskar goes up, you see that the stone statues begin to move their heads and watch you as you approach the gates. They remain completely still and say nothing. Veldskar guides you through the gates and instructs you to continue straight ahead. After a brief moment, Veldskar disappears.
Like, invisible disappears? We see him walk away, disappears?
Yeah, does he walk away? Okay. Does he vanish?
Hold on one sec.
He just pulled a slipping me do on us?
Goddamn.
Hold on one sec. Yada, yada.
He double cast pass without a trace. So he already had a 20.
Turn
Like,
invis.
I gotta move you guys in here. So as you guys were basically going through the tunnel, let me make sure everyone's here on this map. And it's been a while since I was on this map, so wish me luck, boys. I hope I did everything on this map.
God, fuck it. Oh God, I hear my fans turning on.
Oh wow.
So, walking across the threshold of Graven Hollow is like stepping into another realm. The oppressive gloom of the Underdark is replaced by light and a sense of openness that brings back memories of the surface world. Bearing in mind, none of you have been on the surface world for nearly 6 months now. The corridor beyond the gates is wide enough for 10 people to walk side by side, and the ceiling's height reminds you of the great halls of Guantelgrim. The corridor opens into a central well with walkways crossing its span to the opposite side. You can barely see the ends of the level to your right and to the left, with doors opening into so many rooms that you doubt you could explore them all in a single day. The ceiling is bright, with rainbows trapped in hundreds of crystal formations combining to create a warm, inviting illumination. Looking down is a dizzying experience. Staircases connect to different levels below, and soon you lose count of how far down they go. A stout, rocky creature detaches from a perfectly smooth wall to your left. Give me 1 second to pull this guy out.
Oh boy.
He just pulls himself out of the wall to the left, leaving an imprint of its body in the wall that quickly smooths itself out and fades from sight. The creature steps forward in front of all of you and says, "Travelers, I am Hurm. The masters are occupied. There are rooms for all of you. Choose your own. The resources of Graven Hollow are at your disposal. You need only ask."
Is this the library?
He slowly nods his head and says, "You've entered the library of Graven Hollow."
That's fantastic.
So as
Do
long
you
as
have
we,
scrolls of teleportation?
as long as we ask, we can have stuff.
He
Talks like Stevie.
Matom has been doing the scroll of teleportation for 60 plus days.
So Hurum replies back to you, Cine, and says that any items within Graven Hollow are at your disposal. Basically repeating what he just said.
Okay, that's not weird or void or ambiguous on purpose at all. Well, let's I guess let's start poking around.
So you said that we can have our own rooms, so I guess we'll go look for rooms.
He nods his head. So, hold on. Well, before you guys go, he offers and says, "You're free to make way to any room in Graven Hollow. If you would like, I can guide you to your rooms."
What is this library?
He he like puts out his arm and just like to show you guys the stone structure around you, and he says, "This is Graven Hollow. This library knows all."
And you said the masters are busy, as in plural?
He nods his head slowly and says that they should be ready to meet you after a day.
A day.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
I guess.
Can we? Do we need to be in single rooms? Can we bunk?
He says that. He repeats and says that a barracks is appointed for all of you.
Oh, okay. So we'll all be sharing the same room.
He nods his head.
I guess lead the way. If anyone else got any objectives on this? This is not totally weird whatsoever.
Not even weird.
Okay.
I've seen weirder.
I'm gonna be looking around as we're walking, Seamoth. Just see
Yeah,
what I
like
can see around the area.
like Grok is gonna be like amazed by like the structure and stuff.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for like see if there's like actual like physical stuff here beyond just like knowledge. I feel is the reading rainbow lesson going on right now.
I'm gonna push on the wall and see if my hand sinks into it at all.
Okay, Matobi, you push onto the wall and you feel that it is completely like hard. The wall is made out of pure rock.
Well, that's good.
Okay, so Hurm is leading you guys this way, but as he's leading you guys, and if you want, please, go with the speed of him. As he's leading you guys this way, he is. You were reckless attacking.
Yeah.
Can I light a torch? Or
no, this whole place. Oh shit! This place is supposed to be brightly lit. Hold on. Everything is supposed to be lit here.
It's brightly lit for me.
Hold on, no, the whole place. There shouldn't be any black.
Oh.
Global illumination.
Then, yeah, I was like, I see black.
Okay. So as Hurm is leading you guys, he's leading you guys towards the left. You see in front of you, here there is what seems to be some sort of like pyramid filled with runes of various, like a language that you have no idea, a language that seems to not make any sense or rhyme or reason, but it's just written on the rune that's there, and Hurm is basically paying no attention to it. As you guys are passing, we'll say Shantor, you notice this. Also, Judge, you have no idea, or Bishop, you have no idea what that language is, even with comprehend languages.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have no idea what language that is at a passing glance. So you guys are walking by, and where is it? Here we go. Wait, what the hell? Hold on. Oh, I guess I didn't do all of these. Okay, we'll just use this one. To your right, we'll say Shantor, you notice there is, we'll say that there is, let me just drag one here. One sec.
giant dragons everywhere.
No, not giant dragons. Close though.
Dragons everywhere.
Wyverns. Griffin. Drakes.
Charizards.
Charizard.
Demigorgons.
No.
Trask.
Man, what the hell? Hold on. Am I retarded?
The question only you can answer.
I think I might be. Where the hell are my freaking NPCs?
They're hiding from you.
This is super weird. No, my stuff isn't being moved across.
Uh-oh. Did you update
Yeah.
recently?
I didn't.
So they didn't break something. That's
Oh, that's why it's in a freaking different folder. Oh my god, that's so dumb. Wait. Oh my god, I'm the idiot.
You said it, not us.
yeah. I wasn't
Yep.
gonna point fingers, but you're
God
right.
damn it! I'm supposed to be in the bestiary. No wonder.
Oh, they're beasts. Interesting.
Oh no, I totally made this. Hold on. Sorry, boys. I didn't expect us to get here so soon. Give me one sec.
Wow, no.
There we
faking
go.
this.
All right, here we go. So you come across this area, Shantor. You, as everyone is passing by, everyone is like mesmerized, looking left and right. And Shantor notices a brief visage of a person over here.
How high
yeah,
on perception you need to see this?
no, he's actively looking for it. It's not passive.
Oh,
Wait, like
Yeah.
I saw like an image of a person appear and disappear.
You see what
a
looks
visage,
kind of like
Shantor.
a visage. So a echo appears. Would you like to call attention to it, Shantor?
I'll tap Gruck and whisper to him what I saw and ask him if he noticed it.
So you see a what seems to be wizard, a human female in her early 20s, and
She don't look like
she's
she's in her
just
early 20s.
standing. Well, she is. She's she's standing there, going through what seems to be like scrolls on one of the shelves.
I mean, yeah, I do now.
Does he see it when I tell him?
Yeah, he sees it, and then at this point, everybody like overhears you guys, and you guys look over, and you guys all see her.
I'll kind of speak out loud to Crom, and that's his name, right? Crom.
Horm.
Corum. I'll look at Horm and be like, is that a ghost?
Horm says, no, that is an echo. Graven Hollow remembers all who have walked its halls, as well as all who will walk the halls.
Will it remember us?
Will we see ourselves?
Horm nods to Judge and says that the Graven Hollow remembers all.
Ooh. I want to.
Will we see ourselves?
So Horm says, it depends if you return at another point.
Okay.
Interesting. So it seems that I guess we stamp our presence here as we're just walking along here, if I understand that correctly. I want to detect magic and see if if I could see this echoes essence, if it's maybe magic induced.
There you go. You cast detect magic, and you see that there is a incredible amount of magic all throughout this area, and it is impossible for you to discern whether it's her or whether it's the area or what it is. You basically become flooded with magical energies.
Can we interact with the echoes? I asked Horm.
Horm, he says, that depends on your method of interaction.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, "Hey."
The human wizard turns around and she smiles and says, "Hello."
Oh shit! It's a ghost.
That's
Yeah.
so
So
creepy.
well, yeah. So Judge is a little baffled, but he's gonna be like, I noticed. Well, I mean, is it very obvious that she's a wizard?
Yeah, she's got like a staff with her, and she's got a spell book at her side, and you can see her like thumbing through a bunch of scrolls.
Dude,
Okay.
it's got a unicorn on it. Come on.
I want to do a quick history, see maybe if I know her, or maybe. Actually, I'm just gonna introduce myself. Hi, my name is Judge, and I'm with the Abyss Watchers. What might be your name?
She says, "Why, hello, Judge. I am Illustrial Silverhand."
Oh shit!
Oh shit is right.
Is that
Wait,
somebody
she's
we're
a
supposed to be on
Silverhand?
shit like?
Yes, she's Illustrial Silverhand.
Oh shit!
Oh damn.
It's a big character.
We might
Uh,
as well know who that is.
she's the what's it called in Waterdeep.
No, she's one of the lords.
No. She's not. She is a Silverhand. She's not that.
Oh,
She's a
so she-
Silverhand.
Oh, okay.
She's
okay.
not the
that same
Silverhand,
person,
though.
but she's from their line.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm assuming Judge would know, being from Waterdeep, the Silverhand family.
Yeah, anyone who is from Waterdeep knows the Silverhand family line for
Okay,
sure.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say, well, it's an honor to make your acquaintance.
Illustrial bows before you very gracefully with the basically with the attitude of royalty, and says that it's an absolute pleasure to make yours in such an illustrious location.
Well, I don't mean to cut to the jib, but we're here to find out more about the demon attacks that are plaguing the Underdark.
So she raises an eyebrow and she says, "Demon attacks?"
Matobu
Yeah.
just says, "What year is this?"
She laughs at Matobu's question and says, "In Graven Hollow, there are no years, it is." And she smiles at you.
Well, our is sucks, and we need to find the help of another is.
Smooth, Judge, smooth. Yeah, anyways.
Life is shit. Help us, please.
She
Our
nods.
is filled with demons.
She nods and she says, "I understand. I'm dealing with my own issues at the moment on Faerun."
This is Judge right now.
Well, perhaps we can help each other out.
She raises an eyebrow and and she says that I'm not sure if there's much you can do from your. And then, like, she looks you up all and down, and she says, "From your era."
Oh,
Wow.
okay, this is not getting creepy whatsoever.
I'd just like to establish: are you in the future or the past for us?
Yeah.
She shrugs her shoulders and says that I'm not so sure. The year is.
Yeah, I was just to say, is there a
The
major
year is.
event that
The
we
year
can
is.
use?
The year is 785.
You're
Oh, she's in the
weird.
past.
You guys are in 1490. In your 1490s right now.
Okay,
Your
so
skin
we
looks
double
incredible
your
for being
years.
700 years old.
Well, Illustrial, perhaps I can recall. I know a fair bit of history, and perhaps I can help you with whatever problem you're having. If you could help us.
She puts up her hand
Wouldn't that
immediately.
be like
She puts her hand up
a bad-
immediately and she
Oh.
says, Now, Judge, a fellow wizard like you should know the ramifications of attempting to interact with the deeds of the past. You don't want to learn too much about the past or the future.
I understand, but I'm sure you could tell that I'm a little desperate, and this demon problem that we have is a little out of my hands, and it's a little past the jurisdiction of wizard kind.
I'm assuming we'll be able to find our own answers meeting with the masters. I'll be butting in. If she's from the past, if I understand this correctly, nothing in the past can really help us that much right now.
So she nods and says, that's fairly astute of you, half orc. And she looks at you, and then she says, my things in the far future. You did mention what year it is for you guys, right?
Yeah, 14, whatever we said.
Okay, yes. So she says, my things in the far future seem to be rather inclusive. And she smiles when she says that. I do hope they manage to find peace. And she smiles.
Yeah, likewise.
We're all clad in armor and weapons.
Well, you get the impression that she's talking specifically at how diverse your party
The group
is.
is, yeah, because especially she said half orc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll mention her. Yeah, things, you would say sometimes things have changed, but then sometimes things stay the same.
She she looks at Judge and is like, "Oh, you allow this half orc to speak?" Just you're like, "Oh, okay, Grandma. I think you had a little bit too much syrup. Maybe you stay in your time, Echo. We'll stay in ours." Okay, well, I'm gonna thank her for yeah, I guess Judge is getting that he's not gonna get much from her, and I'm gonna wish her luck, and I'm gonna go to Herm.
Okay, so she's going to smile, and as you go, she's going to say, "It was a pleasure meeting with you. I do hope that we can one day meet again." And she smiles, and as she says that, her echo fades and she disappears.
Likewise.
Weird. Okay, well.
So Hurim is going to continue to lead you guys after you guys had that whole time you guys were communicating. By the way, he patiently sat there, didn't say a word, and just watched intently as you guys were communicating with Illustrial.
Dude, the look on his face seems like, just fucking go.
His face probably did not change.
I've been waiting for you for fucking 2 months.
His face probably did not change, bro.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. His face, has his icon. He's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh no, where'd we go?
Oh my goodness.
I'm moving you guys. You guys went up a floor.
Oh, okay.
Oh goodness, it's black.
Hold on.
Oh, it's Gramps too.
It's pretty
Big
cramping
boy,
here.
you're gonna
Who's
take
big
a-
boy crushing? I can't tell.
Big boy is giant. He's having difficulty on this floor. And anyways, Horm comes here, and he opens up this door and steps inside.
Is that a
Horm,
hot
I don't smell that bad, do I?
Look at this setup.
Right? Is this fucking Big Brother? Like, what's going on here?
People start being real. Those are pretty fancy digs.
So yeah, Horm is going to say that you're welcome to explore the halls of Graven Hollow. Then he says that after today, you're more than welcome to meet with the librarians.
Thanks, Horm.
No,
Just impatiently.
I'm gonna look at Judge and be like, "Fucking fire up your magic stuff finder."
Oh yeah, you're right.
So in this area, guys, you notice that there are several bunk beds for the barracks made for you. There's a large bathing, like a large pool to swim in and to, shower and bathe yourself and everything like that. And the accommodations seem very, very adequate, more than you could hope in this area.
I claim this room.
There are bunk beds.
I claim this room.
Top bunk.
Mautobu just claims the bath. He
Well, I'm
strips
putting my
naked
stuff in
and
here.
sits down right here on the edge.
So Horm says, is there anything else for you?
I'll ask
Is there
him,
food in here?
Yes, you'll see that there's like on each of the tables on the side, there's food that's already prepared, ready to eat. Like
Costco
and it's a no. It is
It's like a feast.
like basically a buffet, a feast laid out for you guys.
Horm, is there beer?
Horm points to right here, and you see that it's a keg.
That's,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm going. Wait, did Matobu just get out of the bath naked to walk over to the beer?
Yep. Yep.
just
And,
fucking dick balling out.
And just completely wet.
His
Along the
slang just
path.
hanging there, just clocking away. I'm gonna look at
Kinda
him
lower
like,
my
you
perception when
want
Tobu does that.
two mugs? You want 2 mugs, Tobu?
no. Mautobu waves off Gruck and grabs a mug and picks up the barrel with the other arm and drags it over to the bath. And sits it beside himself and starts having a
Right.
brew.
Oh god.
When are we supposed to meet these librarians?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, where are is there a weapon storage around here somewhere that we could be at our disposal?
Horm shakes his head and says that Graven Hollow is a place of peace. There is to be no altercations within its halls.
I don't want an altercation. I just wanted to look at pretty weapons and stuff.
Perhaps you would have more luck in Mantle Dareth.
You would think so.
And then you see a little like smile crack in his rigid, rocky jawline.
This little fucking cheeky rock monster. I got you trolled, teehee. Sunny's gonna drop his stuff and get into the fucking tub with Tobu.
Horm says, if you need me, You need just acts. And with that, if you guys don't have anything to say to him,
So I
anything
give
else
you
you
like
want to say to him?
25, 30 minutes to get back here.
He'll just come out of the wall.
Oh,
So if no one has anything to say, an imprint is going to pop out of the wall behind him, and he's just going to walk into the wall.
I'll point as he does that. You see? That's what he'll do.
So yeah,
well, I'm just gonna
Okay. I'm gonna
relax
eat.
then.
I'm gonna grab me
Rob,
some
You
food.
want to grab me a plate?
I put my gear in this room, so I'm coming out pretty much in a loincloth, grabbing 2 plates, and I'm gonna go in the tub naked with Tobu. I want a beer.
I'm gonna.
I want a beer too.
Oh, thanks,
I'm
bud.
bringing him like a bunch of meat, fucking his loaded plate.
I'm
I
gonna.
just to paint the picture a little bit, you guys have just been hiking and marching, and you smell like shit for the last
Yeah.
2 months, right? 60 days to get here. And then prior to that, you were in Mantle Dareth for no more than a week. And then prior to that, you were traveling for roughly 300 miles to get
Yeah.
into the Underdark, into Mantle
I don't even
Dareth.
think we took a shower, Mantle Dareth. I'm getting butt naked and I'm having a beer with some food in this water.
I'm gonna
Damn
give.
right.
I'm gonna give Flink my stuff and tell him to go find us a room.
I'm taking a shit on a normal toilet.
Shirator is putting blessings of Muhammad. He's just putting blessings around him as he sits on a toilet. Finally, it's been 90 days.
Conjure 2-ply.
Oh my god.
So good.
Fucking no more banana leaves, dude.
Banana leaves. We're talking about mushrooms, bro.
Oh.
No more Zerkwood.
Oh god.
Zerkwood's
bark.
a little rough. Yeah, Zerkwood's a little rough there, bro.
You're just fucking like rapidly fucking fumbling with his chainmail. Like, oh god damn it! I'm just gonna, I'm gonna tell Flink he can sleep with me and go throw our crap in a room.
Nods as he goes to the room and just goes straight to bed and lays down. It's the first bed he's been in months.
I'll drop all my stuff off in an empty room and join them in the tub too.
Nice and relaxing. A nice respite, right?
All right.
I sit
That's all
on
we
the edge
needed.
without even putting my feet in, seeing like just this green cloud emanating from everybody in the tub.
I'm gonna sit at the table and have a cigar.
Toby asks for Horm.
Horm appears right where he basically left from the imprint. And he looks at you and he says, you rang.
I look over to Gruck and say, "Hey, you're right. He did come."
Told you.
Can we get some massages happening here? That'd be amazing.
Horm looks at you and says that he says the resources of Graven Hollow are at your disposal.
Gross.
We are not resources.
I thought I'd try. Thanks anyway.
He nods and he says, anything else?
That'll be all for me. Thank you.
Are there any like reading materials, Horm? Something
Magazine or something.
Yeah, just something nice like read while I'm in this rest
Like-
area.
Fuck.
He says
Do
that
you
there's
have reading
there's shampoo
material?
bottles if you want something to read while you're in there.
Fucking
Yeah, bro.
a Reader's Digest
There's-
from like 13.
There's freaking Reader's Digest from 776 BC or whatever this is.
Hey man, that would be cool too.
It's collecting cobwebs off of it.
We let tieflings into the school with our children.
Oh my god. So Horm says that among the various resources of Graven Hollow, there are shelves and bookshelves denoting all of history.
I find these.
You notice, or you remember, as you were walking, there were bookshelves. Like the whole area on your path to get here was like littered with bookshelves. Like they are everywhere.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're like, and it's, well, you haven't gone to any of them, so yeah.
I'm gonna, after a while, I'm gonna get out and go head to my room and sleep.
I asked Horm how to navigate all of these countless bookshelves. Like, is there a equivalent to the Dewey Decimal System here?
So Horm says that the past, present, and future makes itself aware to you.
Oh, right.
And then he says, let's see. Yeah, then he'll say that. Then he'll say that. I will summon you in the morning.
Love you, Horm.
Good night.
All right, and with that, he'll go back into his imprint for the wall.
What a great guy.
Yeah, so I'm getting trashed tonight. Just throwing it out there.
Seconded.
I'm gonna take a long bath and then head downstairs to see some books.
I'm gonna head up to some books now.
Before I like close my eyes, I'm gonna reach to my bag and notice that I'm almost out of torture chamber, and I'm gonna go,
As you say that, you look to your side and you see that there's various bottles of booze on the on like the shelves next to the ale.
oh, is there any torture chamber over there?
I mean,
He's gonna call him if there's none. Just throwing it out there, Seamoth. He's gonna call him.
there is not a torture chamber in the room. No.
I know it's a regional thing, but if you could, that'd be great.
So he'll appear. He'll appear.
I'll be like, is there like a liquor room around here? I'm just about tapped out on my my good berry wine here.
Horm like looks left and right and says that this is a library, Master City.
I take it you didn't go to college then.
Horm like tilts his head confusedly at you.
I'll dismiss him and be like, oh, that's fine. I'll find some later.
All right, and then he goes back out.
I'm gonna spend the next 5 hours learning telepathic bond from my spell book.
I was gonna say, because you brought out a cigar at the table before that, and if you could just have a little section of like RP really quick before you do that.
Okay.
Like, hey, what you got there?
Tobacco.
Maybe you should try. You know, that's good and all, but maybe you should try some of this bumbleweed right here, as I pass him my pipe.
Is that a different kind of tobacco.
Yeah, you could say that, of course. I mean, it mellows the nerves a little bit, relaxes you.
You're like the most unsettled person I've ever met.
I mean, it helps. You should see me on my bad days.
You should see him when he's not on it.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna take a hit of his pipe.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck. You're gonna be like fucking Hank Hill when he smokes a joint.
What do I feel?
I mean, you feel good, I guess?
Yeah, you're getting high, dude.
Like,
You're getting nice, nice and loose.
Matt, you're the funniest guy I've ever met.
Of course, I knew that already. I knew you knew that. You should try some of the food here on the table now. That's amazing.
Judge is gonna go to town on that food.
Like, fucking like, rip open a loaf of bread and like stuff a rib in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put chips on it.
And then after he takes his one hit, I'll just take the pipe back and let him do his things.
Judge is gonna wander around, just grabbing food from table to table.
This place is really cool.
Man, this is such a sweet pad.
You ever feel like you're in the past, but you're here and you're also in the future?
Just like fucking passes out.
Dude, we just made up time.
The multicolors on the floor is gonna make him start hallucinating even more.
7 p.m. 11 billion o'clock was.
Shantor, did you say you were gonna explore anything?
I'm gonna go look at books, see if there's anything interesting that sparks my eye.
All right, where are you guys gonna go?
Where did we? How do I get back downstairs?
Well, there was a downstairs way from the from the corner of the room that you're in right now, and then outside of the door, there's another downstairs.
I want to take this large staircase down.
That is going up.
Oh, alright.
Wait, is that? Hold on. Hold on. Is that going up?
It looks like it goes down. I see a little arrow pointing towards.
It does go down.
Yeah, it looks like it goes down.
Yeah, it does go down.
One of those ways.
Okay.
How long am I affected for, Mac?
I don't know, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I guess, for you. You didn't take a big hit, I would guess.
Fucking Vape Nation.
Alright, so after the hour settles on, I'm gonna spend the rest of my time copying tonight's spellbook.
It's gonna be all fucked up. Like a rocket ship off to the side.
Yeah.
School
Big old
sucks. Spelled wrong.
Mac is lame.
Matobu's gonna say to Gruck, you know those echoes, I wonder if they can be brought up on command by the staff here.
God, you can train
I'm just gonna keep drinking. I'm just gonna keep drinking and be like, oh, give it a try. I'm getting
Hey, Horm, are you there?
Horm is going to appear in the same manner as before.
Is it possible to request certain echoes?
Horm shakes his head and he says, "The echoes come and go as with the passage of time."
I'm gonna look at Matobu and be like, "You gotta do it the old-fashioned way, buddy."
All right. Matobu takes his flagon of ale and gets out of the tub, dripping, completely drenched, and completely naked, and starts wandering the halls aimlessly, looking for people to talk to.
There's just wet footprints everywhere. God damn you.
This is all carpeted.
There's just like a fucking trail from his fucking dick dragging.
Oh my god.
Not big,
So-
giving me way too much credit.
To be fair, you're pretty low to the ground.
It just it looks like someone's dragging a stick the entire hallway.
So wait, it's 50 gold per level, right, for copying the spell,
Yeah.
and then an hour per.
Yep.
Well, look what I got now, boys. We're all like the Avengers now.
We got the Tony Stark
Did they have a
helmet on.
We can all talk to each other. Always.
Pieces of eggshell from two different kinds of creatures.
No, ignore that.
What fucking random material?
So you have that. You didn't cast it yet because everyone in the party
No,
is split.
I'm not casting it. I'm just
Okay.
sharing it.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna be doing that for 5 hours while everybody else is doing the exploring or whatever. So we'll go piece by piece. I guess we could start at Bishop.
But yeah, I kind of just wandered into this room.
So you come into an area and you see as you enter it, there was a small little sign that said "Archives of the Past." This is one of the archives that you enter. You notice that in each archive of the past, you notice that it seems to be devoted to records of the past that have the same inscription. Like every doorway has the same inscription written in. Well, can you read Dwarvish or Giant?
No, I can't read either.
Then you don't know what it says.
Oh boy.
So you walk into a room that has an inscription at the top, and you have no idea what it says.
Oh, the bathroom.
And you
Try
notice
taking-
that there are like a lot of doorways that have that same message.
With pebbles,
General
without.
I'm gonna try and take one of those dumps that Mac was talking about.
So in your room there is a bunch of like crystals of many colors all throughout the area. As you're going through it, you see some crystals. They denote events that happened from way back to the times of like the earliest giant gods.
So these crystals, like, to watch the events in them, do I have to like hold them? Do I touch them? Do I just look into them?
Yeah, you basically like you hold it in your hand and you look into it, and then it basically flows into your mind like you were reading a book. The information just flows into you.
That's dope.
Pretty
You
dope.
have to watch a 30-second ad about.
No, it's 30 seconds,
That's what
30-second ads in between.
Come to beautiful grackles too.
Unskippable 10-second ad every time.
And it's always some political message.
The fucking Candy Crush, like people are still playing this.
So is that how I guess like can I determine how far back that is? Like,
So basically, so the library keeps its records on like stone or crystal slabs, monoliths, things like that, and they fit neatly in niches carved into the walls of like every room. I actually forgot this. I didn't mention this earlier. The library has a constant emanating comprehend languages effect that happens when you're in the library halls, and you can understand any language anyone speaks or anything that is written.
Oh, excellent. Now I don't have to cast the spell.
I completely forgot about that. So you guys all understand every language right now.
Dude,
Hey.
just like when I hit level 14. Early.
So, yeah. So, I mean, if you have any questions or anything, Bishop, you can ask Horm or something like that.
Okay. So being able to comprehend all the languages, are there like plaques for the slabs or the tablets and stuff?
There are, and they range from various times, various years, all throughout history.
I want to look for, and it might not be in this area, but I want to look for the times when Warforged were created.
Oh, okay. So you would have to specifically be looking for that, like, year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I ask Horn?
Horm wouldn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might send that question for the librarians tomorrow.
But I didn't hear that.
Whose mic is going crazy?
It's Kelly's, because he doesn't have his mic. He's using his laptop. Say that again, Kelly.
I might save my question for the librarians tomorrow.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Is there anything that you're looking for in particular? Any particular year or anything like that?
Mostly just history to see, like, how, like, my race became created and everything, and more details on it, assuming it was a while ago.
Yeah, you're just going to be thumbing through year after year then.
Yeah.
You're going to be going through a needle in a haystack. And just trying to... Yeah. So you could just be thumbing through it and you see, like, random events happening all throughout history and throughout time. Things that mean almost nothing to you, things that are of interest, just, like, various facts that have come... that have been written.
Flipping through a history book in a different country.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. That's a really good way of looking at it.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, Shantor, if you're in this general area, you basically see the same thing.
Interesting.
Is there any other area you guys are going to go to down there?
I just want to explore like as much history and stuff as possible. See if there's anything I can learn about magic or something in the past. If I find enough interesting stuff, I'll actually forego sleeping and just stay here all night.
Ooh.
Well, you should actually explore.
Okay.
So, do I realize that all the floors in this area are going to be the past?
No, they're not. They have different inscriptions. Actually, since you so you would have known that one in the northern area you were at, Kelly. There was a inscription that read, "The past is a crystal, for it can be seen from many facets, yet always remains the same." And in front of the one you're looking at right now, it says, "The future is a song we remember, but we cannot rush to its end, lest we destroy the melody."
I walk in. Oh.
Kelly, you encounter...
Oh, no.
You encounter someone.
Oh.
What does Kelly encounter, everybody?
This is the bathroom?
Kelly encounters... Oh, God. Why? Hold on.
This guy doesn't look friendly.
For whatever reason, I can't show these guys in game. Kelly encounters this guy. Hold on. None other than a creature, a being that looks like that.
That looks mean.
Did you share it?
I posted it in
On
Discord. I
Discord.
can't
Oh,
share it in
Discord.
screen.
Oh.
As soon as you enter that room, the creature who is holding a crystal and basically like reading into it puts it down and looks at you and says, he says, "Oh, another humanoid." And he looks at you up and down and he says, "A Warforged." and then he like walks up and down a little bit, left and right, and says, "But you're no echo. You're within my era." And you see a sinister smile come across his face.
Uh-oh.
And that is when we're going to end our session tonight.
Oh no.
Oh, no, 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 no.
You're within melee range.
Fuck.
Joke's on you, he doesn't need melee range.
Hope so.
Invisibility and run away.
What was that, Kelly?
Invisibility and just run away.
You just pop it and run. So yeah, that's where
This isn't the
we're
ladies'
going
room.
That's where we're gonna end tonight's session when you find that thing, whatever that thing is.
God.
Oh man.
Well, this is a peaceful place, so I think we're okay. I'm gonna go with we're okay.
Should I hope
I
so?
mean, we're okay. I don't know about you.
You're probably fine.
Well, at least I got you guys to the library.
Thanks,
As
Bishop.
another character.
Alright, thanks guys. Have a good night.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Thanks for DMing.
Lads.
Yep. See you guys
Bye
next
bye,
week.
everybody.